Welcome back to Pope John High School on the baseball diamonds for top of the fifth action between the Pope John Lions and the Wayne Hills Patriots. Mike Forsano along with you. Start the top of the fifth inning as Max D. Lillard takes a strike from Daniel Gigante. 2-0 Wayne Hills leads. Gigante with the pitch. High pop up. Shallow right field and just on the lip of the outfield grass, and Struble makes the play. 3 defensive gems by Pope John in the last inning. Will Ryan started it with a scoop on the shortstop side and a throw to first. Then Alex Rakowski did the same, running in the field to play on a routine hit ball. Now to Ryan. He'll throw across and in time. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Well, actually 3 pitches. And then the third out of the fourth inning was right back to Gigante, who was able to field that. So 3 gold glove-like plays in the fourth inning. Now Wayne Hills with 2 outs in the top of the fifth. So the outs are coming quickly for Gigante right now. Curveball in there. Uncle Charlie cuts the inside corner. 0-1. Now the pitch. Low. 1-1. Now the pitch. Low and away. 2-1. See what we can do to wake up the Pope John bats in the bottom of the fifth inning of Lucas Meseros, Alex Rakowski, and then Joseph Banco to the plate. Grounder, foul. We're reminded of the movie Major League where Dennis Haysbert's character, Pedro Serrano, would have Joe Boo in his locker. He prayed to the God. Right field, down the line, it's out of play. And then on the final game, the Indians are playing the Yankees, and Wesley Snipes' character turns to Tom Berenger and says, he wants some big power, extra power for the game, so he wants to sacrifice a whole chicken. Low it away. And then they come back with a bucket of KFC. It's a great baseball movie. I'm trying to figure out a way for Pope John to wake up her bats. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Pammy throws down the first. Johnson receives it, has his foot on the bag, and that's the end of the inning. Strikeout and 2-3 put out, and Pope John gets Wayne Hills to go 1-2-3. We're through 4.5 here at Pope John High School. It's 2-0 Wayne Hills. Pope John coming up to bat in the bottom of the fifth, right next after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. How you doing?
See what you're doing.
Gotta keep the pipes loose.
Bottom 5.
Bottom 5.
There you go. It's on that train spot. There you go.
And we're back for bottom of the fifth action here at Pope John High School, Sparta, New Jersey. Mike Forsano along with you. Calling today's game between the Wayne Hills Patriots and the Pope John Lions. Wayne Hills protecting a 2-0 lead. Lions starting to get the offense going. We'll see if they can do it in the bottom of the fifth. Pitch is outside, hits the back fence. 1-0. Lucas Meseros at the plate. On deck, number 8, Alex Rakowski. And in the hole, number 31, Joseph Banco. Pope John plays again tomorrow. Big game in the second round of the Huntington Warren Sussex tournament. Here's the pitch. Outside again. 2-0. Just a bit outside. A movie I could reference all day. Although, not my favorite baseball movie. A lot of people say Field of Dreams, Natural, Bull Durham. Mine's one you probably never heard of. Outside, although Pride of the Yankees is up there. That's one of I love that movie. Gary Cooper is Lou Gehrig. Fantastic stuff. It's an old movie, 1942. My favorite baseball movie of all time is a movie that HBO showed back in 1987. Another one just outside, 3-0. It's called Long Gone, and I don't think you really can find it much anymore. It's on YouTube. That's pretty much it. It was a movie about a minor league baseball team in the Florida Atlantic League, in Florida and Alabama, I think, in the 1950s. William Peterson was in it, used to play in NCIS. Virginia Madsen was in it, Dermot Mulrooney. In there, called Strike to Mesmeros. Teller was in it, the Penn and Teller Act, and he talks. He's actually speaking in this role. Anyway, fantastic movie. A lot of people say that's actually a pitch in there, called strike 3 on Mesmeros. Oh, Mesmeros down looking. Now the batter is Alex Rakowski with one down here in the bottom of the 5th. Casey Barada has looked tremendous out there for Wayne Hills today. You wonder if it's the pitching that Pope John's faced lately or if the bats have just gone cold. Could be a little of both. Ball outside, 1-0. Anyway, that movie, you can find it. It was an HBO movie back in 1987. It's called Long Gone, named after the old Hank Williams song, Long Gone, Lonesome Blues. And they say parts of Bull Durham were copied after that. I don't know if that's true or not. That was a rumor I heard. But they said Ron Shelton was basically taking notes watching that movie. It was on HBO. But Bull Durham itself is a fantastic movie. Kevin Costner, Susan Sarandon, Tim Robbins. Pitches outside to Rakowski. On deck, Joseph Manco. And Kevin Costner's been in a lot of baseball movies. He was in Field of Dreams, Bull Durham, For Love of the Game. In there, called strike on Rakowski. If you're a real baseball fan, there's a lot of books about the game. In there, called strike 2. It was a book I read years ago. It was called, I forget the author's name, but the book title was called If I Never Get Back. It was a time travel movie. This guy, he transports from San Francisco to Cincinnati in 1869. As Rakowski works a walk, and now Pope John has a runner on for Joseph Manco. Anyway, this guy gets to play with the 1869 Cincinnati Red Stockings, which were the first professional ball club in baseball history. Fantastic book. Nobody ever talked about it. Nobody ever went ahead and made it into a movie or a movie deal or anything like that. But if you're looking for something to read that's baseball related, that was a good one. If I Never Get Back. I think they made a sequel, but I never read that. There goes Rakowski, and a hit by Manco. Goes to short, and the only play is to first. And they get Manco at first, but Rakowski to second. So score that 6-3 fielder's choice. The shortstop, number 12, Justin Maynard, to the first baseman, Kevin Giacalone. So now 2 outs, and Rakowski standing on second, and the batter is Will Ryan. Ryan came up with a big hit on Monday against Chatham in the bottom of the 6th inning, a 2-run triple, and helped win the game for Pope John. Here's the pitch. Curveball in there. Strike 1. Rakowski on second. On deck, Jack Portman. Barada looks the runner back to second. Here's the pitch. Outside. Ryan started the game, gave up 2 runs in the first inning and the third. And those actually have been the only runs of the game. Wayne Hills protecting a 2-0 lead. Barada has gone all 5 so far. Liner to short. Grounder, I should say. Shortstop scoops it up, throws across, just in time to get Ryan. And that is the end of the bottom of the 5th. Manager James Manco checking with the home plate umpire, confirm what the field umpire called, but they're going to mark it out. Well, through 5 here at Pope John High School, it is 2-0 Wayne Hills over Pope John. We'll be back right after this for top of the sixth action on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey for top of the sixth action between the Pope John Lions and the Wayne Hills Patriots. Mike Formasano along with you, calling today's game. Thank you so much for joining us on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Daniel Gigante back out for another inning of work. And the leadoff batter for Wayne Hills is number 8, Andrew Lynch. Wayne Hills scored 2 runs in the first inning, and that is all. It's still 2-0 at top of the sixth. Lions have now gone 12 innings without scoring. Pop-up, shallow right field right on the lip of the grass. Nick Struble underneath it. He makes the catch. Came back to the infield to put out the batter. So 1 pitch, 1 down. Gigante has done a heck of a job out there for Pope John. And now action in the bullpen for Wayne Hills. Number 21, Jake Kubis getting loose. Gigante deals right through the middle. Base hit for number 6, Nico Delfini. Delfini makes the turn. He goes back to first. So 1 out and a hit for Wayne Hills. And the batter is number 12, Justin Maynard. Top of the sixth inning, 1 out. Pope John down by 2. Tomorrow, the Lions take on Lenape Valley in the second round of the Hunterdon Warren Sussex Tournament. 2 p.m. We'll have the game for you here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. It's a home game if you want to come out to Pope John High School. Runner goes. It's hit the third. Rakowski thought of second. Throws to first. Pulls Johnson off the bag. He's safe. So Rakowski looked to second to try and get Delfini, but Delfini was almost already down there. And then he decided to go to first, pulled Johnson off the bag with the throw, and Maynard is safe at first. So first and second now, 1 out. Now the batter is Kevin Giacalone. High pop-up, shallow center field. Struble called off by Portman, and Portman makes the catch. Throw back to second, and the runner's back, Delfini. So 2 out, top of the sixth. And now to the plate, Chris Pellegrino. Gigante looks in. First and second, 2 down. Here's the pitch. Runner goes for third. The throw by Pammy. Oh, they got him by a country mile. Wow. That throw beat Delfini by at least 10 feet. So that's the third out of the inning. And after 5.5, it's Wayne Hills 2, Pope John nothing. We'll be back for bottom of the sixth action right after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube.
For that one, I was trying to fix the one from before.
Sure.
Who ran? This guy ran?
Yeah, let me put my glasses on. I gotta see it.
No worries.
All right, so let me see.
Second or third base.
That was
ran,
Delfini on second.
and he ran.
And he ran, he was out. He was out. Caught stealing, yes. Maynard doesn't matter. That was the third out. So.
Okay, so I'll just
Yeah.
say Rakowski. Okay.
All right,
Perfect.
excellent.
Awesome. Thank you.
Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey. We're through 5.5 here at the Baseball Diamonds at the Catholic Academy in Sussex County. It's Wayne Hills 2. Pope John, no score. New pitcher in the game for Wayne Hills is going to be number 21, Jake Kubis. Well, Kubis relieves Casey Barada, who had a heck of a 5 innings. No runs allowed, and see if Pope John can break through against the reliever for Wayne Hills. They have not scored now in 12 innings since the bottom of the 6th against Chatham on Monday. They're going to get the bats going, not so much even for today, which they'd like to do, but definitely for tomorrow. Second round action, Hunterdon Warren Sussex tournament. Lenape Valley comes in as the 13th seed to take on the number 4 seeded Pope John Lions. That game is set for 2 o'clock right here at Pope John High School. And then immediately following that game, I'm going to get a ride from the athletic trainers, either Jerry Graziano or Jordan Martin. They're going to chariot me down to the lacrosse field. And we're going to go ahead and get the lacrosse game on for you. 4 p.m., top seed, boys lacrosse team for Pope John against number 8, the Delaware Valley Terriers. Bottom of the 6th action now. Here's Jack Portman to lead off. The wind it's now blowing left to right, so here's his chance. I'm waiting for it. Here's the pitch. Curveball in there. 0-1. On deck for the Lions, Nick Struble. So the Lions have the heart of the order up now. 3, 4, 5. This may be their best chance to get back into this game. Now the pitch by Kubis. Curveball. Portman fouls it off. Right back to us. 0-2 to Jack. Struble on deck and then Pammy in the hole. Here's the pitch by Kubis. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. High cheese blows away Portman. One down here in the bottom of the 6th. Now the batter, Nick Struble. Lions 6-6 on the year. Wayne Hills 10-6. Here's the pitch by Kubis. Curveball. Strike 1. Now the pitch. To first baseman Fields. Flips over to the pitcher. Kubis steps on the bag, and now 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. And now the catcher, Andrew Pammy, to the plate. Not a batter. I said catcher. 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. On deck, Evan Johnson. Pope John looking for the proverbial bloop and a blast. Fastball in there, called strike 1. Now the pitch. To left field, base hit by Pammy over the third baseman's head. And so the Lions get their runner on, and now to the plate. Representing the tying run is Evan Johnson. So Pammy with a nice clean single to the left. And Johnson steps up with 2 outs. Pope John trying to avoid that 13th inning of not scoring. So Kubis checks the runner. Now the pitch. Curveball in there. 0-1 to Johnson. On deck, Brody O'Hara. Pammy with a good lead. It's surprising he's not getting the catcher courtesy. They don't have to. Now the throw over. Quick throw, and Pammy's back. Wow. Kubis with some move there. Here's the pitch to Johnson. Liner to right center field. In there for a base hit. Pammy rounds second. He's off to third. The throw cut off. First and third. Johnson on first. Pammy on third. And now representing the go-ahead run, number 13, Brody O'Hara. Oh, Pope John with their first legitimate threat in this game. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. And now the manager for Wayne Hills, Micah Beatty, going out to the mound to talk to his pitcher. We'll take a quick timeout and come on back. 2 down, bottom of the 6th. Pope John trails 2-0, but runners on the corners right here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Let's see. Come on, guys. Welcome you back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey for bottom of the 6th action. 2 outs, and Brody O'Hara at the dish. Runners on first and third. Table set. He's looking for dinner. Here is Jake Kubis on the mound for Wayne Hills, looking to close down Pope John in this bottom of the 6th. Kubis versus O'Hara. The throw back to first. And the runner's back. That's Evan Johnson. Running for Pammy now, and a catcher courtesy is number 5, Snyder. Jason Snyder. Kubis looks in, checks the runner at third. Now at first. Delivers. Oh, inside. On deck for Pope John, Lucas Mesros. O'Hara in a big spot in this game. Kubis checks the runners. Now, he steps off. And he tried the stepping off, looking third, and then turning around to go to first, and almost never works. Kubis looks in. Now delivers. To right field, down the line, foul. Lands about 5 to 10 feet foul. So O'Hara just needs to straighten that out a little. 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Lions threatening for the first time really today. Kubis looks in. Now the pitch. High. Now the pitch by Kubis. Fouled off again. Counts even 2-2 to O'Hara. Kubis looks in. Checks the runners. At the belt. Here's the pitch. Low. So now, full count to Brody O'Hara. First and third, 2 down. Bottom of the 6th. This may be Pope John's last best chance in this game. Here's a pitch by Kubis. High, ball 4. O'Hara works a walk, and now the bases are loaded. And the batter for Pope John is Lucas Mesros. Snyder on third. Johnson on second. O'Hara on first. Kubas looks in. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. 0-1. Pope John looking for their first run since Monday night when Will Ryan hit a 2-run triple to give Pope John a 4-2 lead, which would stand up against Chatham. They were shut out against St. Joe's, and they haven't scored today as of yet. Here's, a throwback to second. Safe. Johnson's just back. The count is 0-1 to Mesros. On deck for Pope John, Alex Rakowski. Now the pitch by Kubas. Fouled off, out of play. 0-2. 2 strikes on Mesros. Bags are full. A base hit could tie the game for the Lions. Now Kubas is set. The delivery. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So Mesros swings and misses with the bases loaded at the end of 6 innings. Wayne Hills still up on Pope John. 2-0. We'll be back for top of the 7th action right after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. I'll tell you the story in a minute. We're back for top of the 7th action here at Pope John High School. Daniel Gigante has done a heck of a job on the mound for Pope John. Fouled off out of play by number 20, Chris Pellegrino. What Gigante has done is this. He has saved manager James Manco's bullpen. So coming in for Will Ryan in the 2nd inning, Gigante is carried through the rest of the way. So Manco hasn't had to use anybody else. And they're all saved for tomorrow in the 2nd round of the Hunter Warren Sussex tournament game. Huge performance by Daniel Gigante. So even if Pope John doesn't win this game, they still come out of it with something that they've won. And that's prepped for tomorrow. Gigante fires. Inside. Oh, it's a strike. Throw it on to first. Ring him up. So a strikeout for Gigante. Ball's in the dirt. Pammy throws down to Johnson to record the out. Strikeout, 2-3. Now the batter, number 11, Jack Carney. If you're wondering about the bottom of the 7th, you have Alex Rakowski, Joseph Manco, and Will Ryan are your batters. Here's a pitch. In there, called strike. Rain is gone. It is beautiful out right now. Grounder to second. Struble gobbles it up. Throw to first in time. 2 outs. They'll flip the order over to the leadoff batter, Max Delegard. Gigante looking for one more out. See if Pope John can plate 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th and give him a well-deserved victory. But Wayne Hills has shut down the Lions all game long, so I'm sure Barada's thinking the same thing in the dugout, saying, I pitched 5 innings and no run ball. So, Gigante deals, low and away. Again, you'll want to be with us tomorrow. 2 p.m. is when we start up. Pope John in Lenape Valley. Second round at 100 in Warren, Sussex. Back to Gigante. Fields flips over to Johnson in time. And that ends the top of the 7th. What a job by Daniel Gigante. Tremendous work. Now to the bottom of the 7th, and we'll see if Pope John can break through. Last licks. We'll be back on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. I'll get you after you. Bottom of the 7th action here at Pope John High School. Alex Rakowski at the plate to lead off the bottom of the 7th. Coop is still out there for Wayne Hills, looking to close it down. Here's the pitch. Fouled off by Rakowski. On deck for Pope John, Joseph Banco. And in the hole, Will Ryan. Last chance for Pope John here. They're now 13 innings without a run, so hoping to break through now instead of tomorrow against Lenape Valley. Here's the pitch. Liner to second on a short hop. Second baseman Fields fires across in time. Nice play by the second baseman, Chris Pellegrino. And so 1 down here in the bottom of the 7th then. Joseph Banco to the plate. Lions, where offense hasn't been a problem all season long, have now hit the skids. 2 straight games, St. Joe's of Montvale, and now Wayne Hills shutting down the vaunted Lions offense. And Mango gets hit in the back, so he'll take first. Thank goodness it didn't hit him in the helmet again. That first batter of the game, Mango got plunked in the noggin and had to leave the game for a little while, but came back in. So now, 1 out. Mango's on first, and Will Ryan to the dish. Ryan represents the tying run. It's 2-0 Wayne Hills. Now the manager heading out to the mound to talk to his pitcher, Jake Kubas. Nobody in the bullpen, so Mike Abatey's going to go with Kubas probably the rest of the way. It's 1 down at the bottom of the 7th. So our last update again for tomorrow. Join us at 2 p.m. for baseball. Number 4, Pope John against number 13, Lenape Valley. Immediately following that game, we'll have lacrosse coverage. Top seed, the boys lacrosse team from Pope John against the number 8 seed, Delaware Valley Terriers. That should be around 4 p.m. It'll be as soon as we're done with baseball, we will hightail it to the lacrosse field. So double coverage tomorrow. Baseball, then lacrosse. Both 100 in Warren, Sussex games. Baseball second round. Lacrosse is the quarterfinal. Here's the pitch by Kubas to Will Ryan. Outside, ball 1. On deck for the Lions, Jack Portman. The wind has died down considerably, so could be too much to ask for Portman for a 3-run homer. We'll see. Here's the pitch. To short. Short seat Fields. Throws the second, and it's errant. The second baseman can't field it, so Pope John gets a gift. The flip from the shortstop to the second baseman doesn't get there. Mango slides in safely. Will Ryan to first. And now, instead of a game-ending double play, Jack Portman comes up, representing the winning run. Wow, talk about drama. Here we go. We have it now. Jake Kubis on the mound. First and second. Tying runs on. 1 out. Here's the pitch. In there. Called strike on the outside corner. 0-1. On deck for the Lions, Nick Struble. Portman, who has power. 0-1 count. The pitch. In there. Called strike 2. Portman didn't like it. And now Jack in the hole, 0-2. 1 out here, first and second. Kubis looks in. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Good defensive swing by Portman. He stays alive. On deck for the Lions, Nick Struble. Pope John set up just how they want it. Kubis checks the runner. Inside. 1-2 to Portman. Lions looking to break out of this team-wide slump in a big way. Here's the pitch. Liner down the right field line. Foul. Well, Portman had the contact on it. He crushed it, but it was foul. Kubis looks in. Deals. Outside. It should make the count 2-2.
1-1-3.
Kubis looks in. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Jack Portman down on strikes. And now Pope John's final hope of the day, Nick Struble. Struble, the second baseman for the Lions. Runners on first and second. He, too, represents the winning run as Jack Portman goes after some kind of container in the dugout. Maybe, I don't know. I couldn't see. That's what I heard. Kubis looks in. Here's the pitch. Grounder through the hole and into right field for a base hit. Mako comes home to score. The throw to third. And Ryan's in there. Nick Struble with a clutch hit into right field. And the Lions score their first run in 14 innings. And now trail 2-1 with the tying run on third base. And the batter, number 6, Andrew Pammy. So that hit by Struble breathes life back into the corpse that was Pope John. And so now Andrew Pammy with the opportunity to at least tie, if not win the game. Kubis looks in. Here's the pitch. Outside. 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th. Lions down in the final out. First and third. On deck for the Lions, Evan Johnson. Now the pitch to Pammy. High. 2-0. Second base is open, so if they walk Pammy, it'll go over to Evan Johnson. Kubis checks the runners. Throws to first. And Struble's back. Struble staying close to the bag. I'm sure he doesn't want to get picked off as the final out. 2-0 to Pammy. Kubis deals. In there, called strike on the outside corner. 2-1. Now Kubis is set. Delivers. Low. 3-1 to Pammy. Hitters count for Pammy. 3-1. He's 1 ball away from getting Johnson up with the bases loaded. Now the pitch. Liner right to the third baseman. And the ball game's over. What a play by Nico Delfini. stabs at that ball that was shot out of a cannon by Andrew Pammon. And the Wayne Hills Patriots hold on to defeat the Pope John Lions 2-1. Well, Pammy gave it a ride, made great contact, but right to Delfini, and that's the ball game. With the win, Wayne Hills goes to 11-6 on the season, and the winning pitcher for today, Casey Barada, with Jake Kubis getting the save. Losing pitcher Will Ryan giving up 2 runs in the top of the first. Wayne Hills didn't score the rest of the game. Big credit to Daniel Gigante for keeping Wayne Hills at bay. The offense woke up just a little too late. Hopefully it's woken up for tomorrow, as the number 4 seed Pope John Lions will face off against the number 13 Lenape Valley Patriots tomorrow afternoon, 2 p.m. right here at Pope John High School. And then right after that game, we will be down at the lacrosse field at 4 p.m. for the top seed boys lacrosse team taking on number 8, the Delaware Valley Terriers. A doubleheader of action tomorrow starting at 2 p.m. from the baseball diamond to the lacrosse field. For everyone here at Pope John High School's Mike Forbesano saying thanks for joining us. Final score, once again, the Wayne Hills Patriots hold on to defeat the Pope John Lions 2-1. Have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow for Hunterdon Warren Sussex tournament action in baseball and boys lacrosse. Have a great night.